When I tell y'all I live for a good glow, honey, I live for a good glow. Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? It's your girl Marsha, founder and owner of I Am Skin Beauty. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for coming back and showing your girl some love. I appreciate you guys. As the title says, story time of me going to bad estheticians. Make sure you watch this video to the end, and also make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. All right, guys, so let's get right into it. Okay, so like I said, the first esthetician in Los Angeles, and the reason why I say Los Angeles, guys, I'm not originally from Los Angeles. My hometown is Miami, Florida. All right, guys, so like I mentioned, if you are new, make sure you watch all my videos so you can understand what's going on once again. But like I mentioned, your girl has been acne prone since childhood. I go in and out of it. 1 year I can get it cleared. Next year I may have acne. Next 2 years it may be clear. The next year, whatever the case might be. So when I moved to Los Angeles, my acne was just a hot mess, girl. My skin was just acting up, and it was being very, very, very disrespectful, you know. So I started doing my research. I got into like estheticians, and mind you guys, I'm someone who's in the industry, so I think having clear skin is super important, unless you're going for a part that, you know, you're going for a part that they may take you with acne. They may want that actress or actor to have acne, then it works out. But 9 out of 10, those don't really come, especially the parts that I want to go for, which is the leading strong woman part. So that being said, your skin got to be clear. You know, your skin has to be clear. So I was just doing my research and finding the best way to kind of get my acne clear. And of course, you know, for the most part, I was able to get it clear, then it will come back. Able to get it clear, then it will come back. So at that time, I was just kind of looking for an esthetician. So I came across this esthetician. I got her information, and I wanted to go check her out. She was a woman of color, so she looked just like me. So I was like, okay, I gotta go check this girl. I want to check this lady out. I know for sure she's going to know about my skin, and she'll be able to help me. And that being said, I was getting ready, guys, around that time, I was in an acting class, and our last day of class, we had an agent that wanted to come and check out our last scene that we did with our partner. So I wanted my skin to look on point, okay? So that's why I was really going out there looking for ways to clear up my skin, and I became across this esthetician. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give her a try, because this agent is coming to class on our last day. I wanna kill my scene, and I want my skin to look good, you know? I just wanna make sure like she sees me and she's like, yeah, she's star ready, she has it. I was just, you know, trying to get ready for that opportunity. So that being said, I came across this esthetician, like I said, a woman of color. I was like, yes, she gonna know what she's talking about, you know, whatever the case might be. Now, I think I like Googled her. I had her information. I Googled her, and I found a number, and I called that number. And here's the crazy thing about this. And it's so funny, y'all, because I swear your conscience will tell you no, but we just keep doing it because we want, you know, we want what we want when we want it. And it'd be God like, no, but it was so many signs telling me no. And I was like, no, I got to get my skin clear. You know, I got to go to her. You know, she gonna know what she's doing, which she did, but stick around for the story. Right. So I end up calling this number. So it's crazy because this ended up being another esthetician office, and I was like, I'm looking for such and such, and it's like, oh, such and such is not at this location, but we also have estheticians in this location. Can we such and such book you an appointment? Right? That was sign number one. And I was like, no, I want to go to, you know, I want to check her out, because now I was like, I don't know who these people are. I kind of, like I said, she was a woman of color, so I felt like more safe with her, and I knew these people from, you know, just from our conversation. I wouldn't say they didn't know what they were doing, but I felt more comfortable going to a woman of color, especially a woman that looks like me. So, because my skin was horrible. So I was like, no, it's okay. So I end up finding her number, and I end up calling her and make an appointment, right? All right, guys. So now I have her number. I have the right number. Hit her up. have a conversation with her, introducing myself, letting her know I want to come see her. I want to set an appointment. I just want a facial. You know, I'm at this moment, I'm like desperate, guys. Desperation will never get you far. Desperation will never get you far. Whenever you're desperate about something, relationship, job, or anything life, clearing up your skin, going too fast and doing things too fast will never, ever, ever work, okay? Slow pace, things should go slow pace, things to come to you. It should just kind of come to you, you know? And I'm learning that as an adult. Like, whenever I'm too hot and I'm like, I want it. And God is like, no, not yet. Relax, calm down. You're wasting your money. Listen. But I'm like, I want it. It never works out. But anyway, that's another video for another time. So that being said, so I found her number, so we have a quick conversation. I set my appointment. Okay, I'm excited. I'm about to go see her. I'm getting, you know, prepared for this agent. You know, I'm going over my lines and I'm thinking about, okay, my skin's gonna look good. The body's already on point, honey. Like, your girl work out, you know, body is usually on point. I'm someone that I'm someone that is super consistent in the gym, because I know like what I want to do for a living. It requires me to stay in shape. So I take that very serious. So I knew the body was on point. I just got to get the skin. The skin has always been a problem, y'all, but that's okay. You know, everything can't be perfect. and I'm coming to realize that as an adult too, everything is not always going to be perfect, but I'm super happy how my skin is turning out. But yeah, so I find her number, whatever. Okay. So we set the appointment, right? Okay. Sign number 2. So sign number 2, guys. So yeah, so I get to her office, guys, and she is an hour late. 1 hour late. Mind you, guys, I'm paying out of my pockets. And at that time, 5-6 years ago, this is coming from my hard-working retail money that I've been working and standing long period time and running around in the shoe department and trying to make commissions, okay? So anybody who know me around that time know exactly what I'm talking about. I used to work in the shoe department at a department store, and how we make money in the shoe department is really based on commission. So that being said, I'm trying to figure out why this lady 1 hour late. Is she doing my service for free? And again, I'm being desperate. Something told me to leave. My conscience told me to leave. Again, I want what I want when I want. So I was like, I'm gonna stay. I'm calling her. She's not answering the phone. The reception in the front desk was like, she's always like this. Sign number 3. She's always like this. She's always running late. People have complained about her. She's like, I'm so sorry. Like, and I was like, something was like, Marsha, you need to go. I'm like, no, I want to get my skin clear. I got this big audition coming up, blah, 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 blah. You know, I want to make sure I'm good, so I'm going to stay. And that's why I messed up at. If I'm paying you for your service and you don't even have the audacity to call me and tell me I am running late and I'm paying you, there's no discount, honey. I'm paying you. We have a problem. We have a problem. But again, I know better now, you know? So yeah, so she finally gets here, girl, with her shades on and just strolling in here like, oh, hey, I thought I called you. Maybe it was the wrong number. And I'm like, no, you didn't call me and I've been calling you. She's like, I'm so sorry. You know, and just stroll, like, it's just nonchalant, like, okay, so you want to do the service? And I'm like, yeah, I want to do the service. It's been, you know, 1 hour I've been here. And again, I'm gonna keep saying this, getting ready for my audition, getting ready to see this agent, want this agent to see my skin clear, whatever. I want to look my best, feel my best, you know, I'm gonna nail this, whatever. I should have left. I should have left. All right, guys, so now she sees my skin, right? So now she's like, okay, so, you know, what do you want to do? I was like, hey, I just kind of want a facial. I'm kind of telling her my, you know, my journey with acne, things like that. And she's telling me her journey with acne. She had acne-prone skin. First and foremost, I'm going to tell you this. That lady's skin was beautiful. So whatever was coming out her mouth, I was going to believe her. Her skin was beautiful to the point she was like, I have no makeup on. She's like, I have no makeup on. You can touch. My skin is real. I had acne and all this. So she's just feeding me me, honey. And I'm like taking it. I'm like, yes, I want my skin to look like this. Guys, I'm desperate at this. I was like, I want my skin to look like this. Yes, yes, yes. All right, guys. So yeah, I was like, okay, so I want a facial, and you know, I'm telling her I want a facial. So, you know, I want to get rid of this acne. And I'm telling her, and I'm someone that's very open. Like I'm friendly for the most part. So I'm just telling her, and I'm just telling her, you know, where I'm from. I'm in school at that moment. I was in college. I'm in school. I'm an actress, you know, and you know how, like, what I'm doing. And she's like, yeah, you know, that's great. I love the grind, and this pumping me up. I love the grind. So we start talking like, you know, what kind of service you want to do? I was like, yeah, just give me a facial, whatever. What do you recommend? She's like, oh, I recommend a chemical peel. Again, guys, this lady could have told me anything and I would have believed it. My goal was to only spend, I think, maybe like 50, 70. I can't remember how much her facials were, but I know the chemical peel was like $350. So she's like, I recommend chemical peel. It's going to get your skin nice and bright and glowy. It's going to get rid of the acne and this and that and that. And I'm like, shit. That's all. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, damn, Marsha, all you got is about like maybe $400 in my account. Maybe $400 in my account. That $350, that means I'm gonna only have like $50 for like the next 2 weeks till I get paid. I'm like, what do I do? I'm like, oh, this agent is here. I want this. I want to get signed. This may just be the moment. I can't risk it. I mean, like, I need to risk it, whatever. So we go back and forth, and she's trying to convince me to get the chemical peel, how it's going to clear my acne and this and that and that. And I'm like, okay. I was like, yeah, let's do the chemical peel. Ooh, child, when you know better, you do better. Oh, Lord. So yeah, she was like, let's do the chemical peel. I'm like, okay, let's just do it. All right, let's just do it, whatever. So she kind of breaks down, telling me what it's going to do. It's going to take me 7 days. My skin is going to be peeling and just hyping me up. And I'm like, okay, that's perfect, because I think I have a week until my last day of acting class until we see this agent, right? So I'm like, okay, that works out, whatever. And I still got to go to work, you know. I got to go to work the next day. I didn't know how dramatic that chemical peel was. All right, guys. So I should have ran when she said chemical peels. Again, y'all, I was so ready to get rid of my acne again. Like I said, I was getting ready for this big opportunity. I was like, I'm going to risk it, whatever. Here, girl. She would, and sadly, y'all, she would have said 400, I would have overdraft my account. I would have overdraft my account, y'all. But that being said, like, whenever an esthetician is telling you to do a chemical peel, and you have not figured out or not figure out what is causing you acne, and the first thing they tell you on your first visit, you need to do a chemical peel, run. Tell them no, thank you. Get out that chair, get out that and they prep you up really, really nice. They get you into their little, you know, their little robe and have you laying. Yank that shit out. Yank that robe out and run, okay? Because there is no way one treatment is going to get rid of that acne that you have. Now, I strongly still believe in chemical peels. Would I do another chemical peels? Maybe so. You know, I probably would. But my skin is cleared up. And I'm the reason my skin is cleared up. You know, like, my consistency and me going to my dermatologist and them recommending or prescribing 2 acne form of medication, and me using all the other stuff. Like I said, guys, I'm someone that eat a plant-based diet. From time to time, I still eat fish. I still eat eggs. I still eat honey. So I am not vegan. I eat a plant-based diet. I talk about that 90% of the time. That takes vitamins. I'm someone that, you know, steam my face weekly. I take very good care of my skin, and I am consistent. This is why I've been getting this result. So this is the reason why I will be open to going to an esthetician as a first-time visitor, you know, doing a peel at this time around, because I have clear my skin. I have figured what is breaking me out, things of that nature. So that's one moment, if I knew I was going to be blogging and doing that, I would have had, and at that moment, if I was on YouTube, I would have said the name, the location, everything, but it happened so long ago. So I'm hoping that she changed, because it seemed like her business is still up and running. But I'm here to just say, hey, if they're telling you do a chemical peel, do not do it. It ain't gonna work. You're gonna have glowy, bumpy skin after you're done with that pill. Glowy and bumpy skin, because the acne is still gonna come out, because you have not figured out what is causing the acne to keep coming back. All right. Y'all know what I forgot to mention? So she claims that I'm supposed to use this cream after my pill, right? So she says the cream comes with, you know, with the $350 that I paid, right? So she said when the cream comes in, she's gonna give me a call. Okay, weeks passed by, she never called me, you know. So I'm like, hey, you know, is the cream in yet? Whatever. No, it hasn't come in yet. Okay, no problem. So I'm calling her, she's not answering her phone. I'm like, damn, I just spent $350. This lady not answering her phone, but I should have knew better. I waited an hour. That was my sign. That was sign. No, sign number one is when I called the wrong number. That was sign number one. Sign number two is when I sat there for an hour and she didn't even give me a courtesy call. Didn't even give me a courtesy call, like she was doing my service for free. That's the shit that kills me. Okay, so now I'm calling, after the service is done, I'm calling her trying to get all the stuff I can get so the acne won't come back, because I'm starting to see a little bit of acne come out from my, you know, out of the pill. Like I'm starting to see my skin peel, but it's more acne coming out, whatever. She's like, no. So she's not answering. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna come over there and get some, like, get the cleanser. She was selling her products. Be mindful, y'all. I'm not against any esthetician selling products, because like I said, this story again is not to, you know, scare you from estheticians. I believe there are awesome estheticians, and if you watch the whole video, you will see me go to a new esthetician, you know, and you will see my experience with my third LA esthetician that came honestly by the grace of God, because after this second one, I was no longer looking for any more estheticians. But yeah, so she did not give me the cream, so she was not answering the phone, whatever. So I ended up going to her office, and I ended up I was like, well, I need something else, because I don't want the acne to come. And again, her skin is beautiful. She seems super knowledgeable. She's not answering her phone. I go to her office. I'm like, hey, I'm here to get the cleanser that we talked about on the service, you know. And she was looking at me like, girl, you a fool. Like, I ain't answering your call. You still coming to give me money? That's how I felt like she was saying in her head. Like, if y'all seen, I would never forget her face, how it looked so just disgusting and evil. Like, she just knows she was doing so wrong. She was doing me wrong, but she, in the full, like, I was just, I know better now. But so I get her cleanser. I go back, you know, a couple days pass. I'm like, hey, did the cream come in? Oh yeah, it came in. It's $30. Now she's like, I could take advantage of this girl. This girl clearly is desperate to get her acne. $30. I said, but that's not when we discussed. See, that's where she had got me fucked up. That nice girl turn left so goddamn fast. I said, so I'm in texting her. I was like, that's not what we, now she got the Miami Marcia. She got the Dade County Marcia. I was like, that's not what we discussed. I was like, oh, she got me so pissed off. So we going back and forth. And I know she's like, wait, where is this coming from? Because you got me fucked up. I hate when people take advantage of you and they see that you're nice and they just think that you're going to let them. So she felt like, oh, she's a nice girl. She'll give me the $30. No, I would have paid you $30 for your cleanser, because the $30 was not discussed for the cleanser. I mean, for the package that I paid the $350 for, but the cream was supposed to come with that, and she never gave me that. And then she tried to charge me additional after trying to go back on her words. Again, she see that I was being a fool, so therefore she was like, I'm gonna take advantage of this girl. I was like, that's not. So we go back and forth. Man, I was so disgusted. I didn't use that. I probably used that cleanser for maybe a day or two. The fact that that cleanser was in my bathroom, that I had her product, her spirit, her energy in my household, I threw that damn cleanser out. That $30 went to waste. The $3.50 went to waste. It was a horrible, horrible experience. Like, oh my God, y'all. So I am sharing this so y'all don't have to go through what I go through. Do not. That's the thing, y'all. When we let acne take over our insecurities, our emotions, so we are so, you know, our self-esteem is super low, so anyone could tell us anything and we'll just do it because we want clear skin. So if you are someone that is struggling right now to get clear skin, I think you need to go see a dermatologist and see it, and let the esthetician be a plus. And the reason why I'm telling this story, because if you watch towards the end, to the end of the video, you will see me, and I'll talk more about me going to my new dermatologist office that has estheticians. So make sure you watch the video to the end. So now, esthetician number 2, not a woman of color, found her information through a beauty blogger on YouTube. She put her before and after. I thought her before and after pictures and video was amazing. I was like, I'm gonna try her out. She's out in Glendale. This was maybe about 5 years ago. No, probably about 4 years ago, right? So went to go check her out, Glendale. First time I went to go tell her, I didn't tell her about the first esthetician because I wanted to see where her head is at. Now, I got him before, so now I'm like on top of it, you know. Now I'm like, okay, like I know what time it is. Let me see where her mind is at. Let me see where her head is at. Let me see if she's going to mention, oh, let's do a pill. Let's do a chemical pill. So the first visit was great. She didn't mention that. She popped my pimples. My skin looked great. My skin looked really good. I even got compliments. At that time I was staying with a friend and she was like, wow, whatever she did worked pretty fast. So she popped my pimples, did a really good facial. My skin was looking good for about I think I want to say maybe a week or so. Mind you, I still don't know the cause of acne. We did talk about a plant-based diet. I think she was vegetarian. We talked about that, but I know she didn't eat meat and things like that. So she was saying, you know, she doesn't eat meat, she doesn't eat dairy. So we talked about that. And then I think maybe about the 3rd or 4th visit, I told her about what the esthetician did to me. And she was like, she was being very, very aggressive. And that's not how she was supposed to do it. And she kind of educated me. She was like, you got to work your way up to that chemical pill. And chemical pills are great, which I agree. I felt like they were great. Like I said, my skin was glowy and pretty, especially around the area that did not have, they didn't have acne. Oh, nice and glowy and pretty. Like you could tell like the pill, like the new layer skin was coming out. But again, I still have pimples coming because I did not find the solution to my acne. So yeah, so we talked about it. It didn't work out with her. I will say with her, guys, so she wanted you to use her products. Didn't really recommend other products, other alternate products, you know. So it just didn't work out with her. It didn't work out with her. I didn't think I got the best results with her. My skin still was breaking out, like I said, but I found in my moisturizer, although I continue using benzoyl peroxide and find my own moisturizer and did my own thing, I felt like I got better results because that one change made a big difference, which was adding moist back to my skin that she did not, you know, recommend or say or anything. I just kind of felt like she wanted me to buy her products. And I'm all about buying people products, whatever the case is. But if I'm telling you, like, I ain't got the $50, $60 to purchase your products, and you are an esthetician and you're someone in the beauty industry, it's okay to tell that client, hey, you may not have it right now, but here's the other products that you can use. And this is why I'm telling this story, because now I currently go to a dermatologist that have estheticians in their office. So now I'm back seeing my 3rd esthetician. The opportunity actually came to me about esthetician. Everything kind of worked out. Like I said, God will reward you for your troubles, okay? So it kind of worked out. The opportunity came to me about an esthetician. I was skeptical at first because I was like, I can't go through the thing with beauty, y'all. With beauty, skincare product, is so much things out there. So I I feel actually really good about this office. I like the fact that it's estheticians and dermatologists there. That is a plus. I never went to an office where there were estheticians and dermatologists. Usually they're separate. I was like, again, guys, I came into this place with my skin being clear, and of course some days or some months I still have minor breakouts, but nothing that does not clear up within a couple days. And she's there most of the times. I usually go to her when my period come, and whenever my period come I get pimples, and it end up working out that I have an appointment with her and she's there helping me pop those hormonal pimples that I get monthly. But I really like the service. I think she's cool. She's new as well too. I believe this is her first esthetician job. She came from Sephora, so she's really knowledgeable about skincare. So I'm really liking it. I'm enjoying it, and I'm always down to get extra fine and sexy and chocolate and all that and pretty. Like, your girl's trying to keep the skin looking like this forever. Forever, ever, okay? Again, they are not sponsoring me, guys. I'm doing this because I'm trying to help someone. So if you're in the Los Angeles area, and the cool thing about them, they have different locations. I'm going to drop everything down in the description, so make sure you check them out. And if you see me in the office at my location, just say, hey girl, hey, and let them know that I recommend you. Let them know that I recommend you, and I hope you have a great experience there. Guys, make sure you watch it to the end. On my way to go see my esthetician. I'm running late like usual. Come on. All right. Hi everyone. I made it to see my esthetician. Say hello.
Hello.
What are we doing today?
So right now we're just cleansing. We'll probably do a few extractions for you too. I saw a few little things that we can get out. And then we can do, I was thinking microdermabrasion today, which is like a little vacuum for the skin. And it's going to help unclog the pores, remove dead skin that's just sitting on the surface. And over time, it'll help with acne scarring, any pigmentation, any texture that you might have. So I was thinking we could do that today. And then maybe like a really hydrating mask to soothe afterwards.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. Ain't she cute, y'all? Like, how do you feel like my skin is looking now that I told you I'm off of tretinoid?
Honestly, it looks a lot more hydrated than it has in the past when I've seen you, which I'm really excited about. So we just need to find like the right tretinoid prescription for you where it still works and does what we want it to, but it's not
irritating
and drying you out.
Yeah.
So I think going down a dose will be good for you.
Yeah. Oh, you guys got music in here today.
Today, and at least it's something good today.
All right.
Sometimes you get some interesting choices. Okay, so I'm going to start on your forehead. We'll go around your face. Okay. This is the microdermabrasion. It feels just like a tiny little vacuum. And it's going to help remove all the dead skin, unclog the pores, and just reveal like a brighter, smoother overall complexion.
Yes,
okay?
bright skin. Yes.
How does that feel?
It actually feels good.
Yeah, some people really love how this feels.
Yeah,
some people just kind of tolerate it, but
it feels really, really good. The things we do for beauty.
Beauty is pain, but it's all worth it. But this doesn't even really hurt.
No.
It's just an interesting kind of suction feeling.
Doesn't hurt at all. So what do you like most about being an esthetician?
Ooh. So there's a few things. I love being able to give people the confidence back in their skin, especially people who are dealing with like pigmentation and acne and they just don't feel comfortable in their own skin, right? So I love being able to see the transformation and how my patients come back in and see them more confident. So that's a nice cheesy answer, but I also love popping pimples. So I enjoy my job. I have fun every day, and it's nice to make an impact in people's lives, and I love educating about skincare too. So it's nice to be able to go to work and do what you love every day.
Absolutely. 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 And what is one of the things that you recommend for I Am Skin Beauty?
I think you should look into those ice roller things, the globes. I think that would be a really fun thing to add. It's super simple. Or like guasha stones. It's going to help contour the skin, so you'll see more shape coming in. It's good for lymphatic drainage, getting the toxins out of your face. And they're really popular right now. I think those would do really well for you.
Yay. I think so too. I really do, because I used to just use regular ice, so I think that would just kind of be better than using regular ice.
I think regular ice can be a little harsh.
It can, because sometimes when you take it out that freezer, it has that freezer burn to it.
So I think something like a jade roller, guasha stones, those ice rollers or ice globes, those are a little bit more gentle on the skin. I think that would be a better option. We shouldn't be putting ice directly on our face.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you heard it, guys.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Guys, I tell you guys this all the time. It takes like a team of things to get acne off your face. Like, I'm doing all I can, and I still come see someone to help me get clear skin.
It's a team effort.
It's a team effort. It really is. It really is. So I'm not sure. Like I was telling you, I'm not sure. You know what? I didn't tell you this part. I don't even know if I want to go back on it, but I'm just gonna have it just on standby because I love what tretinoid did for my face. But it's like I don't know if I want to continue having this hate-love relationship with it. 1 minute I love it, and the next minute my skin is like, okay, it's enough. So I mean, like, well, we'll see. I'm coming up on my first month not using it, and I'm getting, good response. I mean, like, my skin definitely, like, the dark marks definitely came back for sure. I'm not even using, like, I don't think I told you this, but I was using rose hip oil as well too. I even stopped using rose hip. Anything that had a form of vitamin A, I stopped using just to give my skin that break.
Sometimes the skin needs a break.
Yeah.
People think that doing so many things at once is going to cure everything and make all their problems go away, but honestly, doing too much is going to do more damage to the skin than good. You got to find that balance.
Yeah. Oh, I see a difference already.
Yeah, and then we'll do a really hydrating mask to add back in some moisture and hydration. But this like smooths things out and you see a difference like almost immediately.
Yeah.
I just go over a few times the specific problem areas.
Oh, I have a question. How important do you think steaming your face is, or do you even agree with steaming your face?
Steaming can be really good. It's really good to help open up the pores, which will allow your products to penetrate in deeper. So I think it can be really beneficial. Not everybody needs it, and some people just don't like steam, but I love it personally. I sometimes do it during the facial, sometimes not. I know you kind of prep beforehand. You like doing your own steam before you come in here. But you can also just like take a really nice warm shower, and that'll open the pores for you. But steaming can be really beneficial. So like I said, it's opening the pores and allowing your products to penetrate better, which will make them more effective for you. So this is immediately post microdermabrasion. You can see a little bit of dryness, which is just dead skin that we've lifted. So now we're gonna replenish by doing a really hydrating, soothing mask for you.
What's the name of this mask?
This is from a company called Ambrosia. It's green tea and ginseng. So it's super soothing, super hydrating. It's got a little bit of anti-aging properties to it, but you'll see I put like a generous layer, and as it soaks into the skin, you'll see that kind of cream color from the mask disappear, which just means your skin is soaking it up. But green tea is really good for the skin, whether you're like drinking it or you're ingesting it other ways with supplements or using it in skincare. It's got antioxidant properties, so it's gonna be really brightening for the skin. And then it's just gives you such a nice glow afterwards. You're gonna love it. Just massage it in a little bit there. And we'll leave this for about 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Do you look?
I know.
And you're protected for the day. You got some sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
You are all set. Look at that glow.
Yes. All right, glow. Okay. 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 Oh, well, thank you, darling.
You're so welcome. My absolute pleasure.
Yes. I live for a good glow.
Oh, yes. But you
Oh
see all
my
that
God.
dead skin and like little vellus baby hairs that came off of it. Isn't that crazy?
It is. Ooh.
That way you know it worked.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on. It's right here. All this stuff came out of my face. Oh, I definitely see the dead skin for sure.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
When I tell y'all I live for a good glow, honey, I live for a good glow. So guys, like I was saying, this whole acne stuff is just, you gotta be patient. You gotta listen to your skin. Like I knew to listen to my skin to stop using tretinoin. And yeah.